All right, my name is Johnny Griffin, a barber, artist, husband and dad, entrepreneur. I like LeBron a lot. Man, I've been behind the chair now for going on 12 years. 12 years went by really fast, and I'm super grateful to be a barber. It's been the best decision I ever made, hands down. One of the best decisions I ever made. We're located in Lombard, Illinois, and I would say a couple things. Believe it or not, one of my best qualities that I'm known for isn't even related to my skill behind the chair. It's really my time management. A lot of clients love the fact that I get them in and out. Not rushing, but I'm a stickler for time and making sure that if your appointment is at 8 o'clock, you're in the chair no later than 8:05 or something like that. So, but outside of that, I would say behind the chair, fading is a big thing. A lot of people like my fades, my beards is another one. I would say those two, and yeah, definitely time management probably is number one, believe it or not. Yeah, DudeCanCut style brand is, in my mind, it's a luxury barbering brand. I wanted to build a team of barbers that really took the craft serious to the point where each client felt like they were getting the best haircut experience they had ever had. And it's a barber brand. I feel like if you're a barber, you're a guy or a girl, whatever, and you can cut, you can relate to that brand. And so that's why it exists. That's why I created it. It started off being just a Twitter handle, and I was sitting in the barbershop one day years ago at Erskine shop, and when I used to work there, shout out to Erskine, it was just my Twitter handle. And as time grew, I started to see barbers coming out with their own brands and shirts and different things, and I'm like, man, maybe I got something here. This does kind of stick with you when people say the name or remember the name. It's easy to remember, but believe it or not, when I first started cutting, a lot of people didn't remember my name was Johnny, and so it was just like, hey man, dude can cut. He could cut. I was a young guy, in the shop, so young guy, fresh out of school, so it kind of stuck with me, man, and it just grew from there. The ideal client, so many. So I would say the ideal client is a client that cares about, I would say respects my craft and is just as fired up to come in here and sit down and get a haircut as I am to cut their hair. I would say that's the ideal client. Believe it or not, I used to hate picky clients, like super duper picky clients. But now I look at them as a challenge to, because if you lock a really picky client in, they're gonna be with you for life. So, yeah, so I would say my ideal client is just a client that really cares about their hair, really cares about the craft, and it's really gonna make me give them a great haircut. A client that's gonna really push me to make them get the look that they wanna get. When you walk in here, you're gonna have great music, you're gonna have, it's gonna smell good, it's gonna always be clean. You're gonna have guys and ladies speak to you. It's gonna be a very respectful atmosphere. We love our clients. We really appreciate all our clients. And so when you come in here, you're gonna just feel love, you're gonna feel appreciated, and you're gonna be excited. You're gonna be excited to come here and come back and tell others to come back. One of the best moments, I thought about this a lot. I would say probably my ribbon cutting ceremony when I first opened the barbershop. That was a great moment because I feel like all my hard work had really come into fruition. Oh, shoot. Sorry, it's okay, edit that out. All my hard work had come into fruition, and I had my family here, my dad was here, my sisters was here to experience that moment with me. And when we first opened up, and I just felt like that was, yeah, probably, one of the best moments. It's many more, but that was probably the top moment. I remember when I got my license too. That was a big one. I passed that test, got my license. So. Whew, I thought about this one too, man. The absolute worst moment of my career was when I had a client. He was from out of town. He had been coming to me for a while. This is when I used to work at Erskine shop, And good guy. He came every week, and he would get a hot shave with the steam. And so one day, I got him lean back, and I'm giving him a shave, and I got the steamer going, and you know, everything's good, everything's great. And I turned to the right to grab something off my station, and I tripped over the steamer, and so the steamer like fell on him, almost like got really close and like burned him like on his neck. And so he jumped up, obviously, and was like, hey man, I think this, you know, I think it burned me a little bit. And he still wasn't tripping, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I don't know what a burn, I'm not trained to know what a burn looks like, but his skin was like great looking. And so I'm like, hey man, I think we should, you know, go to the hospital or do something. I'm sorry, I don't know what, I tripped. And he's like, it's all good, I'm fine. It's just burning a little bit, it's no big deal. Just go ahead and finish the shave. And I said, okay. So turned the steamer off. I don't think I used the steamer since, but I turned the steamer off and finished his shave. And so he set up, man, after I was done, he set up or whatever, and he was like, man, I'm feeling really hot. And he got up to stand up, man, and this dude like passed out. Like, yeah, like passed out in the shop. And so, and you know, I trying to help, I'm helping him up, and you know, I don't know what to do. I'm like, and Erskine said, man, call 911, bro, you tweaking, like, call, you know, so we called 911. We called 911, man. They come and get him. And long story short, I was shook, man. I was shook. And he had 2nd-degree burns on his neck right here. And by the grace of God, you know, it could have really damaged some things, but it didn't. He ended up calling me like 2 hours later. I was still at the shop. He was like, hey, would you mind coming to pick me up? I'm just getting out of the hospital. I'm like, yeah. So I went and picked him up, and we ride back to the hospital. I said, man, I am so sorry, man. This is just the worst mistake ever, man. Anything you want, free cuts for life. Whatever you want, bro. And he was just like, you know, don't worry about it. I just want my doctor bills, you know, taken care of, da-da-da-da. And he was like, could you finish the haircut when we get back? I said, are you serious? You still want me to finish your haircut? And so, man, I ended up finishing his hair, man. Just, you know, the whole time you know what I'm saying, I'm shaking and freaking out. And so the guys, we had fun with that one for a while. So that was definitely the worst moment. You know, there's definitely, you know, a market that's being created with everybody prices going up, like we spoke about. Now you're gonna have, you know, markets. It's a shop not too far from here. It's like $5 haircuts. So it's maybe more shops like that that pop up, because people, there's a market of people who don't want to pay $50 for a haircut, who don't want to pay $40, who don't value their hair that much to the point where they want to spend that much money on a haircut. And I think that market's always been there, but I think it's one of those things where now there's a huge gap between I guess the high-end barbers, the $50 and $60, $70 barbers, and the lower tier barbers. But now there's room for this middle tier pricing barbers. I feel like the $28 haircuts, $26, $27, and stuff like that. So I do think that's a huge there's a gap there. And you know, kind of like sports clips and great clips. They have a market. They have a niche market that caters to a certain specific type of client that just want to come in really quick, no appointment, get in, get out, get a little shave, a little hot towel shave or whatever, and get out. You know, 30 bucks. So I think that's the market that's kind of like emerging through this pandemic at this point. Like, you're gonna have a lot of newer barbers, you know, not charging the $50 and $60, but they'll be around that $20, $29, $30 range, and they may stay there for a while. I definitely believe it's harder. The reasons why is because now, if you didn't have a clientele prior to the pandemic, and you're fresh out of barber school, and now you're in a barber shop where, you know, there is no walk-ins anymore. Most shops are doing appointment only. So you have to be in a place where it literally is, you know, garnering your ability to grow. So if you're not at a place where the owner or the shop is not providing clients for you, it's gonna be tough, you know? Now, if you're driven if you're driven and you got a plan and you got mentors and you got people pouring into you, it's gonna create a conducive environment for growth. You know, so I have a new barber. She just started. She's fresh out of school, and she's one of those barbers fresh out of school in the pandemic, just starting in the shop, and she's earning. She's growing every week, and she's gaining new clients every week. And I'm showing her how to lock those clients in and to make them come back to her. Because if you just cut somebody hair, you don't talk to them, you don't speak to them, and they leave out the door, you're no different than just a waiter. And that's it. They'll never remember you. So to all my new barbers who just starting out in the pandemic, you know, lock your clients in, ask questions, get to know them, get to know their name, get to know what they do for a living. That stuff matters. It really, really matters. And if you remember their name, remember, how was that vacation that you went on? And that stuff goes a long way, guys. It goes a long, long way. So especially now, there's no walk-ins, you know, so you got to lock each customer in, you know, and so I definitely think it's tougher. But it can be done. It can be done. You just got to be in the right shop. You know, you just got to be in the right shop. So, I think the myths are everybody want to charge more. You know, everybody want to charge $40, $50. I get it. We've been undervalued for a very long time, so I get it. But you need to really be worth that. And so the myth is you got barbers that are C+ barbers that are charging way too much than their actual value. Some of these guys aren't even licensed and charging $40, $50, $60. That's insane. I'm not hating on anybody. If you feel like you're worth that, I get it. But just know that there's a difference between, you know, a guy that's actually worth $50 and a guy that's not. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a myth that you see some of your favorite barbers, you know, charging what they charge. These guys are booked. They charge that much because they're too booked, you know, and so they're weaning certain clients out. But if you just getting started, it's $50, bro. No, dog. No, you can't come in like that, man. No. So I think that's a myth. You got to grow your way up to that. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had to be, you know, fresh out of school, you know, you think you're the man, you know, you go in the barber shop and you cutting around some guys that's been doing this a while. So I think, you know, the lies I believe was I thought I had to measure up to them. I thought I had to be just as good as them right away. And you know, I jacked up a lot of haircuts early on, you know, and so because of that. So I would say, you know, that and just following trends instead of creating my own trend. So be yourself. You know, and that's something I had to learn over the years, that I can't be anybody else but me. You know, I tried to be like this barber, tried to be like this barber, tried to be like this person. You know, you got to be yourself. I think that's definitely one of the things I used to believe, that, you know, I got to compete. I have to compete. That's the only way I could be known. If I don't compete, nobody's going to know me, and that's a lie. That's not true, guys. So, man, since I first got in, I think now, especially in the pandemic, I feel like customers, I think barbers in general now, it's so much more that we do now, as far as hairstyling, coloring, facial, skincare. Guys are getting micro pigmentation now. We're doing weaves now. Like, so many things have changed, bro. Like, and I think it's a beautiful industry to be a part of, because you see the growth, and now we're meeting needs that we never could meet. Now, you know, a guy like myself, you know what I'm saying, if I want to get dreads, you know what I'm saying, I could just call up Erskine and be like, hey, I need dreads. I ain't gonna do that, but I could. You know what I'm saying? It's an option. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to, you know, so I got guys that be wanting big beards. Can you do it? I'm not doing the beard, the unit on the beard thing. I'm not doing that. I don't believe in that. But so I've seen things, man. We are doing stuff I never thought in a million years we do now. Lines are more straighter and more crisp. Haircuts are cleaner. Man, it's just a great industry to be a part of. Man, we got wireless masters now. Like, I never thought we would get there, bro. But we here. You know what I'm saying? All my tools is wireless now. So the industry definitely is growing and changing and evolving. So it's great to be a part of. Definitely changed, bro. I started, I didn't think this was gonna be my career. I started off like, oh, I'm gonna just cut hair until I get a real job, quote unquote. And it grew into something I never thought it would grow into. I started, fresh out of barbers, went to barber school because I had got laid off from my job at the time. This was 2007, and at the time the job market had crashed, and so I went into, I think I talked to you, I think I talked to Erskine, a few other people, and just said, man, should I do this thing? Should I pursue this? And everybody's like, man, yeah, why not? What you got to lose? And I did it, and it was a great decision, man. But like I said, this thing, I didn't start off like I'm gonna be this is gonna be my career. I started off just thinking like I'm gonna just do this part-time, and and then it just kept growing, and God was able to bless me with good mentors and good people around me that helped me grow, and I just kept growing, and I'm like, man, I'm okay, all right, I guess I'm here now. This is my career. Finally went ahead and got my license, and the rest is history, man. Oh man, that's a big one. I would say what I see from barbers, and even had to address this in my own shop, is customer service, man. I feel like, guys, man, speak to your clients, man. Like, take the headphones off for a second, say hello to your clients. I think that's a big struggle, and this is what I'm hearing from clients. Okay, so I'm not just like giving y'all whatever, but I ask, every time I cut a new client, I'd be like, so where did you used to go? I used to go to this one place. I'm like, what made you come here? I mean, you guys got great reviews, and the fact that I would come in and you get everybody speaking to me is big, man. I go to this other place and the barbers don't even say anything. They don't talk to me. Da 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 da. And I get it. Some guys are just naturally quiet, but clients feel that. You ain't got to tell your whole life story, but at the same time, make a person feel welcome. Make a person feel whole, and communicate with them. Communicate when you're running behind. Hey, I'm running 10 minutes behind. Shoot them a text real quick. We got so much technology now, there's no excuse why you can't communicate better with your client. I feel like that's been the biggest thing, and I garner so much clientele off of bad customer service. I'm not even the best barber, but I've gotten so many clients from other barbers, man. This dude, he just didn't even show up, or he was 2 hours behind, or he just told me to come in at this time and he wasn't even there. I get a lot of that. So all you guys out there that don't take your craft serious and that keep passing out free clients, I appreciate it. Oh, if you don't like cutting kids too, I appreciate it. Send them my way. I take care of them. I love the babies. As long as they sit still. Yes. Definitely. I did at one point. You remember? I did at one point. I did leave the shop at one point. Not my shop, but I did leave the barber industry for a little bit. I didn't last long, and I left because I was burnt out, and I was working all these hours, and I was just kind of over it. I felt like I had reached my peak and my ceiling, and I just wasn't spending enough time with my family, and that matters the most to me. And I walked away for a little bit, for about 6 months, and came back with a plan, came back with a business plan and a schedule that worked for me and my family. And but in the last 5 years, have I considered that? The thought has crossed my mind. You know what I'm saying? You get used to something as a creator, you'd be like, okay, what else can I do? What else can I do? But this is the foundation. But I've thought about it. Like, I do music. Obviously, I do music. I'm into other things. But I've never really took those thoughts serious. Like, I may do something different. If I was gonna be something else, you know what? You'd be surprised, bro. I would probably. I always thought about being like a fireman or something, but but I don't like heights, so that wouldn't work for me. I had to be the guy on the water. You know what I'm saying? Just holding the water. I'll be that guy. I'm not climbing up no building or nothing like that, man. I'm not doing that. But yeah, man, I'm a creative, man. I get to come to work every day and create, and so that's me, that's who I am, and I love coming to work. I love what I do. I love my clients. I love the barbershop atmosphere. I love taking somebody and head that's jacked up and creating something great. You know what I'm saying? And having them walk out of here with a smile. I'm addicted to that. I'm addicted to the craft. I love the craft, man. It's so fun, and there's so many different ways to fade and to cut, and I'm still learning. You know, I'm still learning, still growing. So it hasn't gotten stale for me. It's fun. It's exciting. You know, you have days when your back is hurting and stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying, and you got, you know what I'm saying. But other than that, man, I love what I do, and I'm, you know, making the most money I've ever made in my life. You know, I never thought I would be here at this place. You know, loving what I do. I, you know, try to tell everybody, man, do something that you love. You'll never work another day in your life. This isn't work. You know, this is like going to the studio for me, you know, so it's fun. I enjoy it. So that's why I'm still here. Man, definitely this guy named Michael Banks helped me big time. I raise my prices every time he raised his. No, but yeah, Mike, you was one of my biggest influences. I would say Sam Lemire, shout out to Sam, and Erskine for sure. I learned so much from you guys, even back in the day at PhD. I remember being a young, you know, teenager in high school and feeling comfortable to sit in any chair. And I wanted to create that as I became an owner. I wanted to create a shop where clients can sit in any chair. You know what I'm saying? But as far as helping me shape the way I do business is definitely Erskine was huge in that. He taught me to treat this like a profession. This is your profession. This is your career. So don't treat this like a hustle. Don't just show up when you want to show up. Have a schedule. Have software to keep track of what you made. Pay your taxes. You know, be a professional, and that's the only way people are gonna take you serious when you're really trying to do things like buy a house, buy a car, and all these other things. So many barbers that and stylists that's in our industry that don't take this thing serious, like to the point where, you know, they're actually really benefiting from this, from the tax write-offs and the different things that we have to be as independent contractors and entrepreneurs. You know, and just and people love that. People love going to the website and they're like, man, you got a website, it looks nice, everything is clean. Unfortunately, people are not used to professionalism in barbering. They're just not used to it, and that's the sad part. And I'm so grateful to have been under the mentorship of Mike, of Sam, of Erskine all these years. And you know, when I was stressed out, I'd call one of you guys, and y'all really helped me, you know, not jump off the ledge or make a bad decision, you know. And so I would say to anybody out there, man, don't forget the people who helped you get to where you're gonna get to, where you want to go. Don't forget those people, man. Always show love, always, you know, respect, and just don't forget that, because you need mentors. You need people that's, you know, that you can call on when you don't know what you're doing or when you're confused, you know. Man, absolutely. There's people definitely in my life that inspire me in a way to make sure I work hard to not become that. You know, it means a lot to me to leave a legacy for my kids, you know, leave something for them to be proud of. And, you know, it breaks my heart to see people who I respect, but, you know, they're not reaching their highest potential in life. You know, and you know, I don't judge anybody. Everybody, you know, lives the way they want to live, you know. But there are people who inspire me the opposite way. Like, I don't want to be like Buddy. I don't want to be like this person or that person. You know what I'm saying? And so this pushes me to keep going. You know. Yes, absolutely, man. I've definitely designed the shop and our system to be different and to be professional, and you know, to make sure that I'm cloning myself in every chair here. You know, I don't want there to be a significant drop off if I'm on vacation or something like that. And so everybody here, we all believe the same thing. We all have the same desires behind the chair. We all want to be professional. We all want to make a lot of money, and we all know what it takes, because I've showed everybody here. They all, you know, they've shown me things, and we work together as a team, and we have all the same goals. And I definitely think we are shifting that in the black barbershop. So people come here and they're blown away, you know, by, you know, man, you guys got the website, everybody's, you know, on time with this and that, and they're just blown away by the way we do business. And I'm just super grateful to have a great team that believes that, you know, because it's hard when you don't have people who don't buy in, you know. So Man, to a new barber that want to potentially be a part of our team here, the main thing is, I would say it's a couple things, man. The main thing though is be prepared to work hard. Be prepared to work hard. Nothing is given to you. We are a team, but we are a team of individuals. We are a team of creatives, and we feed off of each other. So you're gonna be in a semi-competitive environment. You're gonna be in an environment that supports you, that wanna see you do good, that's gonna celebrate you as you ascend and go to the top. You're not gonna be in an environment that won't be conducive for your growth. You're gonna be at a place where the foundation is laid. All you gotta do is pour some water on it, and that's it, it's gonna grow. You know, if you can be at work on time, if you could work your schedule, believe the things that I teach and say, you will be successful. It's as simple as that. I know what it takes. I've been there. I'm not saying I know it all, you know, but I know enough to know that I've been doing this thing 12 years, and I know what it's like to be the slowest barber in the shop, the most trash barber in the shop, the lowest of the. I've been there. I've been that guy, and I know what it's like to build myself up. You know, but you're gonna be at a good place that cares about you, that's concerned about your well-being, a place that's gonna ask questions, that's gonna, hey, we here to help. You know, so you're not at a place where you go to a shop and you're just completely on your own. This is not that. So each person here has had mentorship by me in some way, form, or fashion. So we're here. I'm here to support you. If you professional, you work hard, you love your clients, you speak to your clients, and you follow what we're doing here, you're gonna be good. Simple as that, baby. The business model has changed it's a couple different times, because my goal initially was to open up multiple shops, but I think because of the pandemic and because of just life in general, I don't know if that's the wise decision to do. I wanted to have a big shop with 12, 13 chairs, and obviously we can't do that right now. But for future, you know, I'd like to create, you know, a business model that, you know, highlights individuals. Like each barber here, I'm helping them kind of develop, you know, their brands or whatever, right? I'm big on brands. I'm big on branding. So helping guys develop their brand, helping guys become an individual aside from DudeCanCut. At one point in time, I was not a fan of that. You know, at one point in time, I'm like, no, just DudeCanCut or die, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you know, I had to mature and grow. Like, you know, no, I was once that barber at one point at another shop. So, but I think right now, my next goal is to add one more team member to the team. And I'm taking my time with that because I want to make sure whoever this person is, he or she would really fit well with the culture that we've built here, and that's ready to be an independent, that's ready to be a part of a team of independents, that's ready to work hard. But as far as, you know, the business plan, things are pretty stable at this point. Like I said, my goal was to open up another shop, but I don't know. It'll have to be one of those things. It's like, you know, the door is just wide open. It's a great offer that I can't refuse. But I don't know. It's just so many. I hope I'm answering that right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know if I answered it, but I hope I did. I think so, man. I think now for sure the small team barbershop, the 3-4 guys. I think that's really a thing now. I feel like. Unfortunately, the shops that got 15, 16 chairs, I think that concept is dead now, because customers want to be in a smaller environment with less people. They want to be in a safer place, not a place that's way too big, too many people. And so I think we have that advantage. But as far as could this concept work at other places, absolutely. You know, each barber here, we have booth rental agreements. So they lease the chair. You know, each person get a key, and you know, it didn't start off like that. I've evolved. My business has evolved and changed over time with the team that I have, you know, because at one point I had a couple guys on commission and they had schedules and they had to be here and all of this other stuff, and that was stressing me out and stressing them out at one point. But now everybody is, you know, pretty good with their own clientele, and each barber has has we use Booksy here, and each barber is their own boss, you know, and we communicate on the day-to-day tasks and the day-to-day things around the shop. If we need something, we need stuff for the bathroom, we need this, we need that, we all sit on the same page. And I think since I've changed that and made things a little bit more free-flowing, and guys became more individuals, it's just the stress level just went down completely, and everybody's happy. You know, people can come and go as they need to. The shop is available to them, and it's been great. I think most owners now are moving just straight to booth rentals, because it's just less stress, man. It's just less stress. Unless you are franchised, you know, a situation like a Sports Clips or a Floyd's 99 or something like that. Other than that, I think, to me, that's the best concept, because I think the next step would be to maybe open up a suite or something like that, like buy a building. And I know I'm giving out, this probably a lot right now, but giving somebody some ideas, but buy a building and convert the building into individual suites, because I do think suites are really popping right now because of the pandemic. You have a lot of barbers that are leaving barbershops, that's left barbershops, and they're getting their own individual space. Customers feel probably a lot more safer in those environments, because it's just a one-on-one service, and they don't have to worry about being around other people. So you know, so that's the next thing, man. I think that would probably be my next investment. But opening up another barbershop, I just don't know if that's the right move at this point for anybody, unless you got, I don't know, unless you just got capital, you just want something. But to really get some real profit, I don't know if that's wise, at least for me right now. So, man, I you know, when it's my time to hang up the clippers, I just want to be known for being a barber's barber, man, to being traditional in the sense of upholding the values of our barber pole, upholding the values of our history, and treating every client with like I'm a celebrity barber, because all my clients are the celebrities. You know, not treating anybody different, whether they're a celebrity, a basketball player. I cut everybody the same. You know, and so that's what I think my legacy should be, is I built a place where barbers can grow their career. I supported them, I loved them, and I made sure that they knew that, you know, and I think that's, when it's my time to hang it up, man, that's it pretty much, man. And I don't know when that's gonna be, though. I feel like I might be one of them 60-year-old barbers, man, cutting one day a week. You know what I'm saying? Cause I love it. It keeps you young. I know, like you said, Dion been cutting 30 years. Bro, I'm 37, bro. So you was cutting in like 85, bro? 88? But it's and I know a lot of guys like that, man. It's been cutting a long time. Mike, you been cutting 20? You know what I'm saying? I'm right there, I'm 12. So it keeps you young, keeps you going. It's a beautiful career, man. And I would inspire anybody I've had clients hit me all like, man, I want to go to barber school. Do it, man. Do it. You do it while you got the time, man. Life is short. Do it and don't look back. You never know. You never know what you're missing out on. I took a chance. I did it, and it's been the best decision ever, man. So, you know, yeah, man.
Unplanned questions.
All right.
Like quick, first, nice, polished haircut. Is it easy?
No.
Giving great customer service, is it easy?
Yes. For me, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, that's easy.
Is it really possible for a barber to make 6 figures?
Absolutely. Yes.
Is it easy to make 6 figures?
No.
Is it easy to fail at this industry?
Absolutely.
Anybody who can, should they become a barber?
Yes. Yes. If you can become a barber, if you cutting your hair right now, if you're cutting your son's hair, if you just cutting your dad's hair, and you just at the house, you know, you got a couple clippers, and man, jump into this thing. Jump into this thing. You're like, man, I don't want to cut hair all day. Man, look, you can make quadruple what you think you're gonna make behind the chair. Trust me. I never thought in a million years I'd be making what I'm making. It's a great industry. It's always evolving. It's recession proof. It's pandemic proof. Anybody who's been more I've been busier since we came back. And you like, well, people ain't got their haircut in 3 months. Well, that was all June. You know, everybody got their haircut, got caught up. But I've been getting so many new clients. You know, it's been amazing. So it's a great industry to be a part of. The world could end tomorrow, and people still gonna be like, hey, look, I just want to get one last line, man. If I'm gonna go out, I want one last cut. So, yeah, man. If you can jump in. Find you a great barber school in your area and jump in. 1,500 hours, 9 months, 8 hours a day. You're done. Knock it out, and come on, get this money with us. This was dope, man. This was dope. Yo, shout out to BarberShed. Make sure you follow all the dope interviews, man. This is gonna be great. This is something new. Hit up Mike if you want to interview. You know, he gonna start charging after a while. Yeah. So get in now before the price go up, because it's going up. Yeah, man. So
one last question: could we get a DudeCanCut mini course in the BarberShed Academy?
Yes. That's something I've literally been, I've been sitting on it. One of those things my wife has been telling me forever, you need to do a class. You need to do a class, you need to do a class. And so, yes, we can. Stay tuned with BarberShed. Me and Mike will work that out, work out the details with that, but that is for sure coming. So next BarberShed meeting, we definitely gonna probably have a DudeCanCut course and go from there, man. Definitely. So it's been a pleasure.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem. What's up, boy? Man, my family, bro. My family keeps me anchored, keeps me going. My wife is my best friend. She's my business partner. She's my, you know, my wisdom when I need it. You know what I'm saying? She's the person that's like, you know, no, I don't think that's a good move, or, you know, she's always been my biggest supporter. She was the one that believed in me before I believed in me, because I didn't believe that this could happen. She did, though. She believed that this could happen. She drew the first DudeCanCut logo. You know what I'm saying? We was just sitting at the kitchen table, and she's like, you know, I kind of see your logo being like this, with the razor thing, kind of like this, you know. And you know, she's done that. She keeps me anchored. My family keeps me anchored. And God, man, having God in my life, you know, I work, you know, hard to please Him. You know, so I treat people in a way that God would be pleased with me, and He's blessed me with so much. And I'm just forever thankful and humble, man, and that keeps me anchored. You know, having good guys around me that believe in me, that trust in me, and that believe in themselves also keeps me anchored. Like, I almost didn't open back up after the pandemic, you know, but thinking about Bethel, thinking about Cam, thinking about Chris, thinking about, you know, Manny and Tim, shout out to them. They, you know, they inspired me to yo, I almost didn't do it. I almost was like, man, this is it. It's over with. You know, but I thought about them, and I thought about, you know, their families, and just the place that we provided for them. And I'm like, no, I can't give up now. You know what I'm saying? I can't quit now, you know, because of this. And so we came back and got right back to it, and things have been great. But that's what keeps me humble and keeps me anchored. I'm never gonna get to the place where I forgot and I'm just too big, or I'm too no, man, forget all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not special. I'm just a guy who picked up a pair of clippers and decided to do something with it. That's it. So if that's you got the same gift. You got the same gift. You got the same opportunity. You know, it's all about what you do with it. And yeah, that's it, man.
Johnny, man, it's a pleasure. We've been talking about doing something together for years.
Yes, literal years.
And I said earlier, I admitted it on IG, it's my fault. It's my fault. Because I'm the perfectionist. I always overthink stuff, waiting on the perfect time.
Get the right camera, get the I feel you. I'm a procrastinator too sometimes when it comes to stuff, so. All right.
Like, quit. First thing to come off the top of your head.
Okay.
Best clipper.
Whew. Best clipper. Oster Fast Feed.
Best trimmer.
The Gold Babyless. Right now. It's just my favorite right now.
Worst clipper brand.
Worst clipper brand? Y'all gonna be mad at me. Why would you ask me that? Oh shoot. Worst clipper brand. Let me think, man. Cause there's a few
Every
that.
time you hold that clipper in your head, you just like.
Cause I done got them all. It's. Oh gosh. I can't do it. It's so. Man, it's so tough to say. Worst clipper brand. The worst. All right. I'ma say it. I'ma go and say it. I'ma go and say it, man. I'm sorry. Right now, I would say I'm upset with Andis, man. I'm upset with y'all. My ZRs done went out. Okay, this is my third pair of ZRs. All my joints done went out, bro. Like all my Andis, unless they got the cord, all my corded Andis still going, still popping. But the wireless clippers from Andis, I think, have been subpar to Wall, subpar to Babyless, subpar to other brands, and that's out there. So, I'm sorry, but somebody had to say it. Yeah.
Best barber in the industry right now that challenges you every day.
The GOAT. You want me to talk about the GOAT? My favorite barber, hands down, is probably Kenny Duncan. Kenny Duncan, to me, is a mutant. He doesn't have any weaknesses. This guy, when you think he can't do something, he does it. It ain't too many black barbers that's doing portraits. Just throwing that out there. It ain't a lot of us doing portraits, full facial portraits. And he came up in a couple different eras. He's been a part of a couple different eras. So Kenny, I appreciate you, man. You inspire me to be great. You know, I've watched you over the years. I've watched you educate over the years, and you've been one of my favorite barbers to watch and to learn from. So you should have your own clipper. That goes back to, you know, what I was just saying about Andis. Get this man, he need his own clipper, bro. For real. Come on, man. It's Kenny Duncan. Like, what we doing? There's a couple more. Can I mention a couple more?
Okay.
Todd Bernard is another guy I really watch a lot of. That's iCut Pro. Shout out to iCut Pro. I remember I went to one of his classes. I think we went to a class together to watch Todd. He's been one of my inspirations as well over the years. To switch it up a bit, Los Cut It is just another freaking mutant. He's just an alien with it, man. Love his graphics. Native of Chicago, shout out to Los Cut It. Man, and what Erskine been doing with these man weaves, man, it's just incredible, man. Shout out to Erskine as well. So yeah, also those guys really keep me at my, you know, top tier, you know what I'm saying? So
The Chicago Barbers. Best restaurant that every barber should go to.
Best restaurant in Chicago? Devon Seafood Grill. You know, that's a really good. They got fish, real clean eating spot. I'll probably take them there. Yeah, it's not the best in Chicago, but I'll probably take them there.
Your favorite pastime?
Music. Music is my favorite pastime. I'm an artist, part-time artist, really. Follow me on Spotify, J Gryff. That's J.Gryff. Been doing music my whole life. It's a hobby. It's a passion. Something I love to do when I don't have anything else to do. Yeah. So.
Bucket list as a barber.
Bucket list as a barber. I want to open up another shop. I do want to do that. I know I said earlier that may not be the right thing to do at this time, but eventually I do want to open up another shop. So that's a goal, a long-term goal. I want to be able to line somebody up with my left hand. I cannot do that right now. I can you know, do some clipper work, but it even feels weird doing this. So I want to be able to line somebody up with my left hand. What else? I would like to learn how to do color, like full color, not like Beijing color or just for men color, but like actual like colors. Because I've had a lot of ladies ask me, do I do color? You know, can I bleach and all of this stuff? I can probably bleach, but understanding the color wheel, and I want to, and yeah, when I jump into it, I want to be nice with it. So those are my top 3 things I feel like I want to do.
Nice. Best shop fragrance that everybody should probably incorporate.
Best shop fragrance, like cologne?
Yeah.
Oh man, one of my favorite colognes ever is Polo Red. Yeah, Polo Red, man. You put that on and walk past a group of ladies, it's over with. Yes, sir. Get you some Polo Red and just bump yourself and just walk. Just go for a walk. See what happens.